appearing on the stream. Oh, I see. Hold on. There we go.
Are we?
Well, now we're good. Now we're good.
Hey!
So if you're watching the stream, intensely minor technical difficulty. Welcome to Antique of the Week. We're glad to have you back. We have a couple folks that couldn't make it tonight, but the antiques, they still need to be gotten. And so we've got our skeleton crew, so to speak. And I think we'll mostly just get right into it. I like a thing where we do a very small icebreaker to introduce ourselves, and the way I'm going to do that today, to theme it with today's episode or tonight's episode, I suppose, depending on where you are in the country. The way that I want to do that is that I want to ask you all, what is your favorite theme park ride? And I will start. Of course, I am Ian. I'm the keeper. My pronouns are he, him. And my favorite theme park ride right now, I think, is the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Because, it's a great ride. It's scary. It's based on the Twilight Zone. And the filth coordinator is just on point on that ride. So it's just fantastic. So, let's let you go, Zach.
Hey, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I'll be playing Theo Hart tonight. My favorite ride would be the Tower of Terror if Tron had not finally opened. I absolutely adore that ride. It's very well synced up. You have to ride it at night, though. Otherwise, you get this 5-second jarring effect of daylight before you wind up back in all of the digital stuff. But, they combined what is effectively a screen ride with an honest-to-God roller coaster, and probably one of the better roller coasters in that entire park. It still doesn't have, the major thrills of, Six Flags or Universal roller coasters, but for a Disney roller coaster, really fantastic. Plus, I just love Tron.
Yeah. Like a 65-mile-an-hour launch with a rocket between your legs is kind of, it's great.
Oh, yeah.
I'll move on. Caroline.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm going to have a disappointing answer because I grew up in Idaho and I've never been to Disneyland or Six Flags or any of the big theme parks. So I'm going to go with, I really like antique merry-go-rounds. The ones where the horses are still solid wood, hand-carved with the horse hair tails. I have a specific appreciation for well-crafted things. I've never been to a big theme park before. I've been to a water park and what's the one down in Salt Lake? Lagoon. So
that's still a solid answer.
You know, the roller coaster. Those are fun.
The roller coaster, the fast one.
Where with the straps. Yeah.
No, antique merry-go-rounds or carousels are fantastic, and if you enjoy that and you're in New Orleans, you have to go to the Carousel Bar, which is in, I think, the Hotel Leon.
I didn't go to that one.
You can sit and have a drink and get totally freaked out because you got your drink and now you're in a different place. Then you've started, so, but that's normal. But it's built around an old antique carousel. So something to check out if you're ever down there again, and it's kind of downtown New Orleans. So
okay.
Julia.
Is this mic on? There it goes.
Yeah.
I have a new mic, and anyway. I'm Julia. We're supposed to say where we live too?
No, you don't have to.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. All right. So I don't live there anymore, but back in the 70s when I used to go, in the 80s and the 90s when we finally, no, we moved in the 80s. We would go to Memphis and visit my grandparents, and there was this theme park called Liberty Land. And they had a roller coaster. They had it was the first roller coaster that did a 360 that I ever went on. And that
Ooh.
one was really fun. But my actual answer is kind of boring because the last time I went to a theme park was with my uh now 24-year-old daughter who was 12 at the time. And I don't remember. But I also live in like a rural area, and I go to all of the vomit-inducing rides at the Tri-County Fair, the Franklin County Fair. Those are
Yeah.
my favorites.
Who
Yeah.
wants to take a ride in the spinning strawberries that may or may not be an OSHA violation? We don't know.
I always like the one that has like a sensory nightmare where you start kind of slow and they play really loud 90s music, and you start going up and down these things,
Yes.
and then it goes faster and faster, and you start like getting smushed to the side, and it just
Oh
goes
yeah.
up and down and the music gets louder and then it goes backwards. Um
Yes.
I love and hate that ride so
Yeah.
much. Yeah, when I get off that ride, I usually have to just like put something over my head and crawl to a car and just not see the light of day or hear anything for hours. But it's really fun.
Hard agree.
Okay. And last, but always not least, Ty.
Hello, my name is Ty. I play Pearl. Um, my pronouns are they, them. Pearl's are she, her, or whatever. She really doesn't care. Um, I'm gonna apologize in advance for no makeup. I have to do something right after, and so I could not look like an old lady. And also, my meds I'm pretty sure wore off, so I just kind of crashed a little bit, and I think that's what happened. So I'm so sorry if I'm quiet. That's to all of you guys, because not everybody was here earlier when I said something. Anyway, um, my favorite rides are torn between two, um, Haunted Mansion and Indiana Jones, not the stunt show, the ride in Disneyland. Um, yeah.
Always, Haunted Mansion is an absolute classic. And Caroline, if you had not said anything, I was just going to give it to you as the default. Like, but
I'm
it is.
I'm sure I would like it. I've never been on it, but I know about it. I love the
Really?
use of Pepper's ghost in the ride. It's very
Yes.
We're
cool
we're
for the dancers.
currently had a roommate move out, and she had a majority of the like decor in the living room. And since she's moving out, we are redecorating. So our entire living room is going to be very Haunted Mansion slash Tower of Terror, um, themed. I'm very excited.
You know, the Haunted Mansion, the scene with the ballroom. Speaking of Pepper's ghost, the music they play there is one of my favorite uses of the Haunted Mansion leitmotif. So, just sort of it's like a very like they're playing the theme, but it's like with this like dissonance that's amazing
Mm,
on an organ. So
I love an organ.
while 2 minute portraits endlessly shoot each other till the end of time. But that's that Haunted Mansion humor. Okay. Why am I talking about theme parks? Because we're going to a theme park today, I think. Unless the crew decides to just no, we're going to Subway today. I don't know. So last
Fuck your
time
plot.
fuck your plot. every GM's fear, like no, we're not going in the dungeon.
It's a shopping episode today. I want to make
Shopping
friends with
episode.
local vampires.
So anyway, last time I believe we recovered the original Kiss. So what that brings the antique count to 4, I believe, which would make this our 5th episode. I think the
Yes.
intent is to run about, for me, is to run about 8 episodes of this. So we are over halfway through.
Oh my goodness.
So, make the big plays, as I say. The strong, bold narrative decisions. But we open the next day or after the next couple days on the shop, and I think we can take it from there. What is everybody doing?
I think Fran is just quietly dusting the antiques.
Theo, he spent like the day before finally doing the book signing that he came here to do, and this morning he spent time just organizing with his publicist additional signings and like in the general like area, like places he could drive to in like a couple hours and back, just to give some sort of guise as to why, like, no, I'm not going back home to keep doing things because I have more books to sell and sign. That'll be good. So I can just stay here and finish this task. But yeah, finishing that meeting, just coming downstairs into the shop proper, and just looking around for people. Since last time I came down here, it was just me.
Asima?
There we go.
There you go.
Asma is coming back from busking outside. Was not very successful, but apparently got a cat. Is watching Fran and oh my god. First, had a conversation with the Yeti, who probably isn't saying much, but Asma thinks that he is. It's cat. And this is watching Fran, like trying to tell Fran about what happened last time and about the scarf, and it's like, just go smell his scarf. Just try it. Just go smell the scarf.
Okay.
Has Theo washed the scarf since then?
Oh, you're muted. Your mic's muted.
Is there a washing machine in this building?
I mean, I think
hope
there's
so.
an attached house.
Then probably. I'd assume
Damn.
so. It just, yeah. Well, actually, you know what? Thinking about like,
It's
because
a
this is,
scarf.
well, think about this scarf, what it is, and what it's made out of, where it's from. I have not washed the scarf, so no. Theo also would not have washed the scarf because it is annoying to wash. It'll come apart otherwise.
Go smell it.
This is vintage. Don't wash it.
I think Pearl will come in like later than usual and just
Mm.
like pat her on in. Friend's not down?
No, she's in Point Pleasant fist fighting Indrid Cold, the Mothman.
Well, at least it's not another dentist
She's-
appointment, I guess.
No, she's actually in bed reading. She does not feel well, and I have forbidden her from working.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me? I could have whipped something up for her.
It's more that we did not sleep well when we were in town. So she is just very tired and does not feel well.
Well, all
That's
right,
that's a shame, but we'll abide. We'll manage, I suppose.
Yes. Pearl, are you doing something new with your skin routine? You are glowing today.
Oh, well, thank you. I was working on a little little concoction It was supposed to be just a little like a glamour, but I put it in a like a moisturizer, and so I think it's just once I wash my face, I will be, you know, same old Pearl.
Ah, it is working.
Well, it is only temporary, unfortunately. I have not found the youth elixir recipe that I do sometimes wish for.
Hmm.
Well,
I
that's
will.
sort.
I'm like slowly eking, like edging towards Theo to like as I'm dusting to get a sniff.
So, well, I don't think that elixir was one of the things on the shelves, unfortunately. Otherwise, you'd be a good step closer to finding it. But I wish you all the luck in that.
Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart. So has old Fraker shown up yet today, or are we another day without him?
Not so
Not
far.
yet, no.
Then again, I only just came downstairs, so if he did show up, I'm glad it wasn't when I was upstairs.
Not yet.
I should check my ood, see if he showed up there by accident.
Feels like the kind of guy that shows up exactly where he's supposed to be when he wants to. So I don't think he'd be popping around looking for us. I think just one of those things of time to come up. Here he is.
I mean, if he moves too quickly, his human skin will fall off, I'm sure, so.
Possibly. Wouldn't surprise me.
Sort of at that moment that you hear the sounds of a car pulling up, and then a car door closing, and then the sounds of, you know, boots on the porch, and then the door opens, and
Speak of the shaitan! Great.
but it's not Frager.
Oh.
It is a gentleman dressed much as I am dressed.
Oh, oops.
And
She still says that.
he is definitely wearing the badge of law enforcement.
Hey, cab.
Well.
I mean,
Hello, officer.
I think
How can
we're
assist
expecting
you this morning.
somebody else. Hello there.
Well, I might have some questions about who you all are expecting, but good morning.
Morning. How can I help you today, sir?
Well, I am from the county sheriff's office.
I did gather.
Well, I'm Officer Bradley, and just there's a bunch of things that ain't adding up, and where's the I'd like to speak to the proprietor of this establishment.
She is ill today, unfortunately. Very contagious. She should not be seen. But
But we are watching after the shop.
Mr.
Seem to
Hart,
be-
you are part owner.
I'm a benefactor of the facility, but yes, I am. Wouldn't consider myself the proprietor, but I do put funding into this place.
Yeah, there's just a number of weird things going around. Oh, weird sicknesses and missing things, and oh boy, just a lot of folks turning up with your descriptions over and over and over.
Well, it is a small town. I imagine that there's not many places around here we can wander to where folks wouldn't see us.
Well, I was
That is very strange, officer.
I was working a missing persons case recently, and went to talk to a gentleman in a hospital, and he's claiming I ain't make much of it, but he's claiming you stole some of his property.
I'm afraid I don't know a hospitalized gentleman, officer, but does this person have a name or description? Possibly jog a memory?
Well, GM has forgotten his name. But,
Okay.
Pearl? You know any...
Anton?
It was Pearl's ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
The Terrell?
Edgar.
Edgar.
Was it?
Something like that.
Well, it's Edgar now.
Why his name, it don't matter. Miss Pearl, was it? You know anything about that?
Well, if you don't have a name, then I cannot help you. I'm sorry about that. But I mean, feel free to look around if you'd like. And this is an antique shop, and if you are so inclined, sir, once you have a warrant, we can show you our inventory. I mean, and I say our because I have been family friends with the proprietors of this lovely establishment for quite some time. And I do know their bookkeeping is excellent. They have every single piece in this building that has ever stepped foot in this building recorded, as well as the date that it had come in and the date that it had come out. So if you think that we stole anything, then, well, that's a shame on you. You obviously don't know the kind people that we have
No.
been in this town for quite some time.
Right. Ma'am, I don't know much about that. And I don't think... I don't see...
Just like all those other transplants?
No. Well, it must be you've recognized my accent. I'm actually from Dothan, Alabama. But,
Of course
you
not.
go where the law
Bad,
enforcement
so
work
sorry.
is, as they say. But, yeah, well, I don't see any need for a warrant. I don't know. There's no particular interest. But there was another little interesting thing.
Wait, did we ever see your badge, Officer
Oh, sure, it's
ACAB?
right here.
May we?
Got the little, like, actual sheriff's. Yeah.
He's got like the you know, and he shows you his badge.
Okay. Just checking.
Officer, why would we steal from a man in the hospital?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. But here's here's the thing. Now, a lot of folk claim, and this is insane, ain't it? Seeing just a day or two ago a flying carpet with Theo Hart on it.
Ah, yes, the publicity from my next book.
Right. And then, see, I go and I get a report from one of the local fudge proprietors, as it were. You know, who don't love fudge. I get a report from them that they're missing an antique piece of chocolate.
Antique chocolate.
Antique chocolate.
I don't know a whole lot about that, do you? But
Officer.
Why would anybody take a sugar tit?
I don't know.
It.
But you start asking questions and just like, here's a flying carpet and Theo Hart in a fudge shop, and boy, another thing goes missing.
Now, officer, do forgive me. I'm failing to see the connection between publicity from my book and theft, unless the connection that is being made is that I am somehow a person of interest of the law, which if I forgot to get any sort of clearance for my book publicity, I do so apologize. I'm happy to take that up with the county clerk, but it seems a very unfortunate conjecture to connect my business practices and publicity with vandalism in your town on sheer hearsay. Not even hearsay, I might say, just by sheer fact of being in the general vicinity. I think there's quite a few people that you would have to ask the same question of, to say the least.
Sure. And that's why I'm asking questions, you know, if anybody has some answers. That's just what I'm looking for. Because it was real weird that there was up on Over Gatlinburg a couple weeks ago. There was a fire. A lot of people, good number of people died, but
The fire was very unfortunate.
I did hear about that.
it was.
Yeah, I think
and of course, I
the whole
don't think
state
much
heard
of.
about that.
Yeah, they sure did, and I didn't think much of it myself until I was talking to some people. We were investigating, of course, because some weird stuff was going up there, and boy, here come you some strange names, and they didn't have any names, but some folks that looked an awful lot like you.
Well, I do highly doubt that, sir. I was, I believe, in Montgomery at the time doing a book signing, if my memory recalls. So,
Yes, of
Well-
course.
once again, I'd like to point out the very interesting loose parallels that you're drawing here. Not to question your methods, of course. I am not a man of law myself. I'm just highly curious as to how you go about that.
Sure. How would I know about that? Right now I'm just seeing a lot of coincidences. Now, if I were to say go look at that cabinet over there, would I find any coincidences in it?
You would not
Which
find
cabinet is
anything
he
that does
pointing
not.
to?
I'm answering without even caring. I'm not even
Yeah.
looking. I'm saying you would not find anything in this shop that was not supposed to be in this shop, that was not documented in this shop for the last years at minimum.
Fair enough.
I would like to use one of my new moves, which is called Hide in Plain Sight. I'd like to move around just outside of his view. If you hold still, you appear to be a statue. No one will pay special attention to you. I don't like that he's paying attention to me, and so I'm going to make him stop. But it will be conveniently with my sword.
And so you
Pearl
vanish
will
from.
actually go behind the counter because between Bryn, I'm sure, has mentioned some things, but also with her uncle, I'm sure, Pearl and him were good friends, and so she would know where the book, books are kept and everything. Everything that's supposed to be in that cabinet, it has been logged. I believe we did say that the first episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean you've been keeping the paperwork up on it. I believe so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll reach around and she'll get the book and will open it up and just wait for him to try to accuse them of anything else.
So would y'all? I think that weird cabinet right there. He points at the cabinet,
Asma
And
smacks
says-
his hand like, "Don't touch that."
Awesome, please.
Oh, now come on! I didn't touch anything. He just It's across the room. So, y'all
Even
mind
so.
if I just took a peek in that? You don't have to open it up or nothing.
I mean,
Mind.
well, no, I'm just curious. Were you planning on doing some shopping today? If you're a customer of this facility, then I see no reason why you couldn't shop around like any other customer.
Oh well, sure. I'm sure. Yeah, of course. The missus is probably looking for some kind of. I don't know. She puts like plants in old Victorian chamber pots or something. I don't know a whole lot about it, but sure, I'll take a look around. I just wanted to.
Well,
Peek at that
there ain't
cabinet.
none of that in that cabinet over there. Actually, I could show you where some stuff is if you were looking for that specifically.
That does sound more like a thing towards the back left in the larger pieces section.
Because
That's a bit more of a floor
if you are
thing.
looking for something very specific, in relation to some crimes, then that sounds like you are gonna have to return with a warrant. Otherwise,
Now,
I'd be happy to help you find that thing for your wife.
This sounds like a
nobody's got a
manipulate
warrant.
someone roll.
No one
What,
is
Caroline?
accusing.
Oh, I was gonna say if you're trying to help, if you're trying to make him shop for stuff, that sounds like a manipulate someone roll.
Now, no one is accusing anybody of any crimes. I just want to look at a cabinet. That's weird. That are they not for sale? Are they? Is it? Oh, is it?
They aren't,
pornography?
unfortunately.
They're not for you.
They aren't. They unfortunately aren't for sale. They are collector's items. We do like. I say we, the proprietor, but I do fund it as well. Likes to display very rare items prominently. I might add, in the shop. So some things, if it doesn't have a price tag on it, then it's not for sale. Typically, and that cabinet is one of those things.
So if I were to say look over there, I wouldn't see like.
Well, go look at it already. Gosh darn it. You are
It is in the shop, sir, and you are standing here.
But it's not
then-
for you. You shouldn't be here anyway.
No.
Asuma. If he wants to be a little Snoop, he can go be a little Snoop.
But he's not just a customer, he's a pig.
Well, now.
Go look at the cabinet, and if you have any grievances, I can show you the documentation on each and every item.
So he goes, well, fair enough. Like, I just wanted to look. And he goes over there. He looks and, like, he goes,
That is Fran is right next to that cabinet statue still.
Yeah.
with
And
the
he
sword.
He doesn't touch the cabinet. He just kind of looks in there. He's like, oh, look at that. There's maybe, that's some antique chocolate I smell.
No, he would not, because that is in a sealed box in the cabinet. We made sure of that.
It is hermetically sealed.
So
That-
he
But
can
if
claim
you
it.
don't-
He can claim it all he wants to, and we will not be opening the cabinet to
But that
confirm or
is-
deny that.
But that is what he says. That is actually
Okay,
what he says. And he says,
So
oh,
he says
look,
that,
and there's
and
a
Pearl,
cane.
Hmm.
Well, what a wild
Anyway,
coincidence.
Pearl will read off as he points out things. Pearl will read off the item name and the date it was acquired.
Well, as I expected, these must be just some coincidence that.
Well,
boy,
actually,
all the-
officer. Sorry, I did not get your name earlier. What was it again?
I did not give it.
Fair enough, officer. Officer of the law. Since you are pointing out all these coincidences, it is starting to trouble me, and I am actually, in fact, starting to wonder if there is something else afoot here. Because it sounds to me, as prefacing, backing up a little bit, as I mentioned, not everything in the shop is for sale. Things that are not marked with the price tag are not for sale because they exceed value of a purchase. And it sounds to me like there are several independent people and businesses that are trying to get their hands on these not for sale items, and they're trying to do so through you, which, frankly, I would not be pleased with. I'm just saying, you come in here going on about coincidence, and I ask you, which is more likely, that there is a central hub of seemingly disconnected items all appearing here, or does it seem likely that a staple of the community, a public staple of the community that everybody has access to and everybody can see everything in, would have items that various external people would wish to acquire and might make egregious and outlandish claims to the law in an attempt to swindle them?
In the name of gentrification.
Right now, and nobody
This has
likes it.
been a staple of the community for decades, officer.
Of course. And we wouldn't want to remove any staples. Things tend to bleed when staples come out. Anyway,
Indeed.
Only
Not
if
as
you're
much as when they
stapling
go
skin.
in.
What kind of metaphor is that?
It is kind of weird.
perhaps
Where are
it
your
is
staples?
perhaps it is an apt metaphor for Well, anyway, sometimes things have a place they belong. But anyway, like I said, no one's accusing anyone of no crimes. So your tone is noted and appreciated.
It is rather distressing when somebody presenting themselves as law enforcement comes in and tells us that multiple people are accusing us of things, crime or not. You must understand that is rather distressing to hear.
I'm sure. But anyway, I assure you that I am law enforcement.
Thank you
I
so
do
much
see.
for visiting.
I do see your
officer.
badge. Yes.
And he leans.
Here is the door.
And he leans very close to you, Theo, and says, like, and I assure you, you have no idea what distressing is yet.
Does that sound like a human voice to me?
Oh, no.
Cool. My pen is against his chest. and I
Oh
say,
boy,
and I say,
are we...
would you like to?
Well, no need to do any writing right now, Mr. Hart. But you,
I'd be happy to give you my autograph if you would like, sir.
you all just... Anyway, you all just watch yourself. I wouldn't want y'all to get in over your heads on something.
Oh, we'll be keeping a
very
strong eye on the location. Don't you worry, sir.
You all have a pleasant afternoon.
See you soon, officer.
Hope you have a horrible afternoon, young man.
There is the door. Goodbye, close.
Don't forget, pork is haram.
God damn it. Sorry, Ian. I hope you didn't expect any less from playing a cop.
Oh my god. Jeebus.
So
as soon as the door, he's gone and the door is closed. Okay.
I am going to allow you all to RP for a minute while I do a very quick costume change.
Sounds good. I do want to go to the window while he leaves, though, and just make note of the car he leaves in. But as I watch that go away, I turn around and I go, see, normally I would say something about that's not the way to get somebody in that position to leave us alone. But that little ending bit kind of makes it all a moot point as far as I'm concerned.
Do you offer autographs like that often?
Only occasionally.
I mean, y'all laughed when I said speak of the shaitan. I mean, oh, come on.
No, you were right.
Apparently so.
What little ending bit are you talking about, Theo?
Oh, he had some rather choice words in a rather uncomfortable, not matching his humanity tone at the end there that he decided to share with me. I'm a little vexed about it, to be honest. See, because on one hand, something like that happens, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. On the other hand, I don't know anything about this man. I don't know if he has taken over the body of a police officer, and that will cause undue stress for Miss Bren in the shop, or handling here, forcing Fran to have to clean up after everything. There's many things to consider in such a fashion.
Immolation always works. It's just quick.
That one's not one of my tricks, but
well, I'll teach it to you if you let me try that sword out.
we'll talk. We can talk.
Yeah. Fran, you should have seen the
Really a
sword. He's got a sword. He's got a sword that we probably should never touch, but he's got a big sword.
Oh, I do, yes, and I just snap my
swords.
Cool. I snap my pen and I snap my pen. It just turns into a probably just about the size of Fran, like Buster sword, with the blade is made out of the jawbone of a large creature. It just goes thunk on the ground.
She's holding She's holding hers by hand, and she's
like I said, autograph.
Like, couldn't we just like
Autograph.
trade around? Like, I take your sword, you take Fran's sword, and Fran can take my sword, and we could like
I wish you would.
have
I
a
mean,
sword swap.
hey, look, cherry tomatoes.
And I'll just snap it back, and it just reverts right back into the pen. They'd say the pen's mightier than the sword, but sometimes it's both.
And not to interrupt the sword measuring contest, but you definitely see
It's okay.
You hear-
He won.
he won. You see,
That's fine.
you see Frigger walk in the door.
Oh gosh, what now?
Mr. Frigger.
Oh, you look like
You're not-
shit.
I never thought that I would be happy to see you comparatively, all things considered, but
Well, right. But why
happened?
the long faces, everyone? Like,
Because your
We were
human
successful.
falling
You
out
better
of
get
you.
out this door. Absolutely not. You do not bring that outside talk in here.
Do you have like demon COVID or something? You okay?
I think it's just the mountain air is disagreeable with me.
I can heal the likes of us if you like. I'd be happy to help stretch the skin back,
Oh, no, it's everything.
puff up the
is
eyes.
everything is fine.
You sure?
Yes, of course.
mean,
I do have good news.
Oh, good.
You recovered the. I had sent a correspondence here to the shop. I assume you recovered it. The item.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Oh, good.
Oh, was that the chocolate that Cop was talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Cop.
Fake cop. Mall
There
cop.
was a presented officer of the law that came in inquiring about some of the items that we had recently procured, though I have reason to believe that his presentation may have also been false.
He didn't have a name.
Wouldn't give it.
His name was Officer Pig. I mean,
Names.
He
Names
didn't
of power.
have a name.
Probably some kind of names of power, but that's disconcerting if someone is coming in here asking questions such as this. Do be careful.
He does seem like one to keep watch on. And just to the GM, did I, what kind of car did he show up in? I'm guessing it wasn't actually like a local police car.
It looked like a it looked a bit like a 1970s police cruiser.
Okay, but
So
like
it was
like the car that is used for it, not actually like decked out as such. Like just a
No,
Crown Vic that wasn't marked.
it had the
Good old
right
Crown
markings,
Okay,
but from the wrong era.
got it. Old,
Yeah.
outdated
A
police.
little old, outdated police car. Like, it's not what you really expect, like a modern sheriff or sheriff's deputy to drive up in. So,
Makes sense.
well, so I have good news. I have tickets for you to a theme park.
Oh,
Do we get a vacation?
That sounds people-y.
I think there'll be people there. Yes.
Oh,
But, so, of course, to be totally honest, it's not really about the theme park. I think it's about something you could find at the theme park.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
and what we find at the theme park, how is that going to benefit you? Just out of curiosity, because you really look like shit, and I'm starting to worry about you in a way.
I assure you my worries are at a level above theme parks. But, I'll be fine. And he smiles in a manner that looks like
oh, Mr. Frager, what will we find at this theme park?
Well,
Perhaps.
so way back in the 60s and 70s, there was this theme park called Tennessee Big Splash, and it opened up. And they had these lovely little wooden tokens. But for some of the first visitors to the park, there was a single wooden token with a piece of gold in it. Quite a collector's item, wouldn't you say?
To say the least.
Well, that has gone missing, of course.
This is some kind of Willy Wonka shit. Like if we get it, we get chocolate factory.
No, I
Another
assure you that
chocolate factory.
I assure you that Mr. Wonka is not involved in any of this.
GM, do I remember such a token on the shelf, or does this sound like something different?
You think that it's probably goes on the shelf, yes.
No. So I'm assuming that this isn't just something that we could acquire one of them off of eBay and get things set. I'm assuming that there's something very special about this specific coin.
Yes, there was only one made for the first visitor of the theme park, and of course some collector had it and brought it here, and then now it's... Well, I would think it may have gone back to the theme park.
So basically, somebody imbued it with some kind of supernatural or demon technology, and it's gotten loose, and you want us to bring it back. That
Well, it
right?
does belong here.
Or because it belongs
Well,
here.
Oh,
Clearly,
yes,
it
of course,
is the
it's
spirit of the theme parks.
It is a deeply valuable
magic.
collector's item, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That belongs in this shop. I just that's how I shall leave it. But for a theme park, I will say for a theme park that has opened, that was originally opened in the 60s, I think closed down in 1981, that is just reopened. Oh, it is doing quite a business.
Oh, it just reopened?
Recently, yes.
Oh.
Seems there's quite a few things going on from the past coming back into play.
Yeah, didn't they bulldoze that town? I mean, that theme park? I'm getting confused
No,
with
that
No,
abandoned
no.
theme park is from the night no, that one's a different one.
You wouldn't.
I
you
go there
wouldn't-
sometimes.
You wouldn't store such an item in an abandoned theme park. Someone would find it. Undoubtedly, some YouTuber or influencer would just go in there and get it, and we wouldn't. Anyway,
Anyway, would you like a fisherman's friend?
no, I am no friend of any fisherman.
I mean a cough drop.
No.
Because you just... I don't mean to perseverate on this, but you don't look presentable.
No. Unfortunately, I only have
Yeah,
to present myself
you
to
really
you.
do look like shit.
Oh, oh, Pearl, give him some of your moisturizer.
No, I don't think I will.
Oh,
Okay.
I'd like to see what that does to you.
It's to make you look young, not get rid of spots and coughing.
I mean, I could probably make something that would make you look more human. Because you're kind of failing at that right now. I don't mean to be cruel. I'm just honest. I don't know how to lie.
It's true.
Yeah.
Lying is a valuable skill, and you should learn it. Anyway,
I think at one point I did, but someone told me to stop doing it because I was so good at it. But I don't know.
that often happens.
I did do that, yes.
He looks at you, Asima, and he mouths what looks to be, and he does it in a way so that no one else is looking at him, but he mouths sulfur.
Okay.
If you
I'll be
wanted
right
to
back.
help.
Huh?
If you wanted to help.
I'll be right back. She like comes
So-
back with a lozenge that stinks like rotten eggs.
Oh, you do
Oh.
some old remedies.
It's the ancient remedy.
And he takes it, and you would see if you were looking closely, like it looks like whatever the lozenge like starts to glow when he touches it, and then he puts it in his mouth. Oh, that is much better. Anyway, you all should get going. You don't want to miss rope drop.
Rope drop.
The
Rather late for a
opening.
rope drop.
Oh,
I
yes,
am very
I don't-
fast.
I don't know anything about that. But go there, have fun, ride some rides, find some collectibles. Avoid curses or whatever's going on there. I don't know.
Certainly. While we do this, do you suppose there's anything that you can do about looking into who might be keeping an eye on us? Shake our tail, as it were.
I'll consult my books. Try to keep a
That'd be
low
wonderful. Rather difficult, and I just sort of like look around at the group at large. We'll do our best.
I think that... How shall I put this? If it was that particular individual, lower level bureaucrat, not too much to worry about yet.
Yeah.
Some kind of, I don't know, a governor or a lord of some circle or something like that comes up here, let me know. Up here to the shop.
Be sure to do that.
Great. Yes. Anyway, here are the tickets. I'm told that you may get wet.
Oh no!
Oh, is that kind of park?
Come again? Wait.
I do not do well in rain.
Oh.
It's not rain.
I do not. Okay, we will do our best. Thank you, Mr. Frager.
I understand. I don't like being
I will
wet.
pass
either.
out the tickets.
And he,
Well then.
he kind of just, good day. And then he walks out.
Well, that was horrible.
Oh, he
He
is
does not look
falling
well.
apart.
Well,
I hope I don't electrocute people if I get wet.
Oh, it'll be fine. I'd assume he's just talking about like a water ride or something.
We can get you a poncho.
we could make you a magical poncho.
I am powered by electricity.
We get you a very big poncho.
I need a big... I will go find my galoshes.
Wonderful.
Good idea.
Just holding this ticket.
I'll hold your tickets for you, babe.
Thank you.
So, with that being said, do you want to do anything before you go to Tennessee Big Splash?
I want to make Fran a magical raincoat.
Aww, Beeb. Yes,
I
I
am
get my
a little
glasses.
terrified.
I have a red magical raincoat.
I'm a little terrified of what a magical raincoat from a fiery djinn would be like, but
I think it's mostly just so like it's for story mumbo jumbo, so I don't so that I'm not a toaster in a bathtub to people.
Yes. Yeah. There is an
Okay.
altruistic reason. And
okay.
I mean, Asmo is also like protects monsters, so that's her like side gig
Yeah.
that she'd never talk about. She's
Okay.
embarrassed to say. She's
Okay.
like, actually nice.
Well, since you
As I
actually want to
leave the
do
room, I
something
do
magical,
absolutely get a huge sniff of Theo's scarf. It is not subtle. Just as I walk out. What does it smell like?
Well, first, I want to hear what Asimo thinks it smells like, because Asimo was the one that was just like so like deep on smelling it, and then I'll tell you what it actually smells like.
It smells like chocolate, like
Oh.
almost like mole, like a saucy,
Oh.
sexy, spicy chocolate.
I
Um,
love this.
and there's hints of garam masala, but there's also onions. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, it smells
Onions.
really
Garlic?
ah
Maybe just different varieties of allium.
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. And definitely that like that strong chocolate smell. And it
It
smells
definitely,
like oh,
yeah, it's
go ahead.
definitely kept. It's definitely kept that smell from the chocolate shop and whatnot. It also smells like camel because this thing has just never
Oh yeah.
lost that scent.
Well, camels do smell like camel, that's for sure.
Mhm.
I mean,
It also smells like Theo.
Yes.
yeah.
He seems like he's a guy who appreciates a good cologne.
So why don't
And yeah, Fran goes and gets galoshes and comes back and she puts on the poncho and looks wholly ridiculous, but is smiling.
okay.
Can
So
I
with that-
can I make the
Sorry.
magical raincoat?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
okay.
Is if you want to do something that's actually magical,
They're
go
all
ahead and roll
weird.
for that.
All right. Now my weird is 3. It's kind of hoping to fail, but
Ooh.
we'll see what happens.
Yes. Hey, you can still roll badly.
Good. All right. So I got a 9 total.
Okay.
Ah,
So that
well,
you successfully
Yeah.
make what color you want to make it?
What color are Fran's eyes?
they are lapis lazuli blue.
They're that exact color, with even
Oh.
little flecks here and there.
Ooh.
It almost looks like paper lapis, but it is or fabric lapis.
Ultramarine blue.
Yeah, that was the goal.
Aww. She actually does look down and goes, "This is the color of my eyes.
It is.
You noticed."
I did. I might have picked them out at one point.
My eyes?
I didn't say that. No,
Oh.
maybe. I feel like I suggested that you should have very blue eyes.
Oh. We should go to the theme park. Who
We
is
should.
driving?
Yes.
Or are we taking your carpet?
I can drive this time.
Okay.
Then I'll tell
I
you all about the
hopefully
scarf.
will fit.
Uh,
Yes.
you will fit because once I unhitch the U-Haul like tiny trailer to it, it's a convertible.
Oh, yeah. There's just a giant woman in the back of this convertible. It's like leaned slightly on that one corner.
Pearl, like, I don't have anything, but Pearl will like do the thing where she puts like the scarf over and like ties it, and then like the glasses go over the scarf.
Yes. Oh, I love Pearl so
Very old Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yes, she's a glamorous old lady.
I was gonna say like because the other I was thinking is like 1960s incognito woman.
Yes,
Yeah.
fully.
Okay. So I think before we embark on the theme park adventure, let's go ahead and take our break. Probably just about 5 minutes, if that's okay with everybody. Get you something to drink.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are back. So, when we last left off, you had been given some tickets to Tennessee Big Splash, an old school theme park that has recently reopened. So, and I think you had... I believe that everyone has now loaded into the car, and you're driving you're driving over there.
Yep.
Yes.
It's
In a convertible.
it's not
In
too...
Theo's convertible.
Yep.
You all are styling. The car or the...
Wait, yes, the car.
What? I just read this.
We're driving topless. It's a convertible.
Oh.
It's a joke.
I get it. Keep your shirt on.
Do I have to?
So,
For now.
you pull up to the theme park, and it's one of those kind of standard theme park entrances where they're keeping track of the cars as they come in, and you pull into the parking lot, and it's one of those lovely, delicious like theme park parking lots. And let's say, just for the purpose of narrative, you are actually parked in Fiddlin' Barney 37. And Fiddlin' Barney appears to be a sort of a hillbilly dog of some sort with a fiddle.
No.
A number of other characters are apparent throughout the parking lot. There's Banjo Frog. There's Bubba Bear, who is your standard issue hillbilly bear. Banjo Frog is a frog with the banjo.
I hope so.
It is legally distinct from Kermit.
Legally distinct from Kermit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the other Banjo Frog.
You do get that kind of vibe from Banjo Frog. That Banjo Frog is very much we have Kermit at home.
Mm-hmm.
There's strangely enough
Kermit
there's what appears to be a Tyrannosaurus named Fossil Rex, and a variety of other characters. Feel free to make them up in your head.
Oh boy.
Ronnie, rising up your bow and play your fiddle hard.
There's
in Georgia. And
there's an opossum that plays the drums, and the tail has another. So the four legs have the sticks, and then the opposable tail has another one.
Yes, and
there's a big bear on base.
Yeah.
You know, you go up to you go up to the theme park gates after getting out of the car, and there is an enormous line. There's a lot of people trying to get in today.
No.
Is there a separate line for ticket holders?
Yes. Lucky for you.
All right.
But
we have tickets.
But these lines are, I will say that they are like unusually long.
Have you ever noticed that? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, have you ever noticed that whenever there's something weird that we have to go get, all of a sudden there's a bunch of people who just want to dig in deep and get buck and grow beards and dance around like hippies every time.
They're drawn to it, usually. These are things of power.
Probably,
it's a shame. Because no good will come to it. Come of it. To it, of it, from it, out of it.
That is unfortunately true.
In on, into, over, under.
Mm-hmm.
From, at, by, for. I forgot the lyrics to the preposition song.
Let's see, normally I would offer to play into the celebrity angle to try to get us expedited through things, but with Officer No Name showing up the way he did, I feel that the low profile might wind up being a better approach for us this time around.
That's okay, I wore my sunglasses. I'm incognito.
Nobody will ever recognize you.
No.
Straight up.
I don't know what incognito means. Well, I saw
it once. It's
in one of Theo's books.
Yeah, I read it in a book once. It may have been the dictionary. It may not have been. Anyway, tickets.
Tickets.
We get to
That's
keep
it.
these. Yes?
I believe they scan them. Yes.
How do you propose we go incognito?
We just don't
I'm
make a
wearing
big fuss about things.
sunglasses.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
We wear your scarf?
looks wise, it's a little too late. But we should probably not draw any attention to ourselves, Asima.
I'll try.
I think that'll probably do the trick. It'll be difficult to heavily claim that we are someplace if we're not making a big deal about the whole thing when we're there.
We could pretend we're one of those funny animals. Take out
That
my
might
ooze.
draw some attention.
Could like grow
I
antennas.
will-
That's the opposite of what we're trying to do. I think it's a good idea. It's a fun idea. It's the complete opposite of everything that we just talked about.
You have a big sword, but you are not very fun.
It's a pen right now.
Here is our tickets.
Tickets.
So you go up to the tickets and
Yes.
and, like, you know, there's a very happy and bright, probably teenager employee that's like, "Welcome to Tennessee Big Splash, where the biggest splash is all the fun you'll have. Do you all need a park map?"
That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Yes.
And then she hands you a park map, and she says, "Now don't. You all do what you do. Do not miss Moonshine Possum's scavenger hunt. You go around the park and you buy each of the popcorn buckets, and then you are actually, when you've bought them all, you get the opportunity to buy the Fossil Rex bucket at the end. But that is an exclusive, and we're going to run out of them. So you better go, and you would better get them real fast."
Good to know.
I'm sorry,
Thank
I
you.
just rolled my eyes so hard that one of them got fucking stuck. That was out of character. In character. What an exciting opportunity.
Yes, to
Thank-
add more to the landfills all
Thank you
around.
kindly.
Thank you.
"Oh, no, ma'am. You don't put them in the landfill. You keep them. What you want to do is you want to get them all, and you want to keep them. You want to keep them all. You want to get all of them and keep them."
It's a collector's
Anyway,
items.
here's your park map.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm explaining this because it's collector's items. You know, like the shop. You collect things.
Get them all. Get the Funko Pops too. Get everything. Try all the food.
Everything.
That
Everything.
Good
seems
thing.
sus. Right there. She's sus.
I do want to try one of their corned dogs.
I think that we can arrange that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's try that.
Now we do have our food festival going on right now. That you can get go around the park and you can get all the corn dogs. There are 7 different kinds, and you want to try them all,
No.
Is there an
thank you.
exclusive one at the end as well?
of course.
Oh, well, wonderful.
Where's your candy?
Of course.
Oh, the candy.
We go
is
inside.
Well, okay, bye.
I
There are
like.
people behind us
wonder.
trying to scan their tickets, guys. We can ask somebody inside.
And when you do get inside, oh good lord, it is the epitome of the front of a theme park where there is so many stores, and there are lines at the stores, like lines to even get in the stores.
Fran is frozen in place and just this is very people-y.
Oh, it is an intensely people-y experience. Like, there are all these people.
Oh, I'm very in public.
And they're getting you kind of can overhear conversations around you where they're getting a little antsy, and like, you know, there's some guy that was like, I gotta get the Banjo Frog Funko Pop, like, there's no way, I gotta get it, like, I gotta have it, and they're gonna run out of them.
Ooh. I would like to ask a passerby. I want to investigate a mystery, and I want to use my special move, but why? Let me see here. But why? Your struggles to understand people mean that you can reveal more than they can reveal more than they mean to. Always take one extra hold when you investigate a mystery or read a bad situation by talking to someone. My dice are right here. I need 2d6. No, d6. My God.
Oh, GM, I forgot to mention earlier, I acted in accordance with one of my moves, Dutiful, which is acting in accordance with any of your fate tags, Denmark experience. If it's heroic, take one forward. I was acting in accordance with the you are the champion with Officer No Name earlier.
All right.
So I marked experience and I'll take one forward.
You definitely threatened an officer of the law. That was brave.
Well, I am the champion.
Okay.
And heroic, I suppose.
13.
9. Okay. I got a 9 total. Let me pull up the list of Investigate Mystery. Okay, I get so I get 2. I get 2 hold because of my but why. And I would like to ask,
But why?
what is being concealed here, and what does, I guess it's like, what can it do, but like, what does the act of collecting these things do? I'm trying to figure out like why they are driven to collect these things.
So you're walking up to a nerd and asking them why they want all the action figures?
Yeah, like yes, absolutely. And they're gonna give me all of the answers because they're like, "Oh, but I have to get this last one." But why?
Okay, so the easiest question to answer is why do they want all this stuff? And they tell you that because they run out of this stuff all the time. It usually runs out within like an hour of park opening, and I have to have them. Like, they're collector's items. They're only at this park. They're only in Tennessee, and I gotta have them.
And what is being concealed here?
What is being concealed here? Let me give you something a little weird.
Yes!
You look up and the path back to the theme park has nobody on it. Everybody is in line for stuff.
Oh. Like no one's in lines for rides?
As far as you can tell, it's like almost everybody comes through the gate and gets immediately in line to get into one of the stores or one of, the...
Oh.
There might be like a little trickle of people trying to go on the corn dog scavenger hunt.
I point this out. I'm like, it might be that I've noticed it from my vantage point, but everyone is in line to buy things. No one's
like
riding the rides.
They might have something, hypnotizing. It's that capitalism. It gets you.
The real question, of course, is do we get in line to buy things thinking that we're going to find what we're looking for in there, or do we use this opportunity to go unimpeded somewhere else because it might be somewhere more centralized in this park?
I do want a corn dog. And that line has only 3 people in it. I do not want to do the scavenger hunt. 7 corned dogs is excessive.
What would happen, do you think, if we cut in line?
That would probably draw attention.
That is
Be
not what we
rude.
want to do, Asma.
I want to get my girl a corn dog.
Well,
Oh,
no,
well.
Don't
the
wanna
corn.
wait.
No, there's no one in line for the
Yeah,
corn
the
dogs.
the corn
trickle.
dog line is actually running pretty well.
Oh. But let's get in line for a corn dog.
And then, do we ride rides? I have never been. I think.
We certainly can take
Perhaps
the
part of me
opportunity.
has been.
We got these tickets. We might as well do something with.
It could be fun. It's a fun way to simulate all kinds of strange supernatural things that don't really happen to humans, but they wish it did. It could be fun.
And quite frankly, if we're going to be looking around this entire park for this one little object, we should cover some ground. So might as well explore.
Do you think I get a corned dog with my ticket?
I will buy
don't-
you one.
I don't know,
Okay.
but yeah, we'll figure it
With
out.
the $3 I made busking today.
Thank you.
So do you all get in line for the corn dog, I suppose, or?
I think we all get in line, but we're only buying the one corn dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not eating that shit.
Okay, yeah, like you get
I have no such compunctions. I will eat the corned dog.
yeah, you get in line and you order a corn dog. They give you the corn dog. There's someone. Now you've got me saying it. You get the corn dog, and the person behind the counter says like, make sure you do the scavenger hunt. It's really fun. So many corn dogs.
Why?
This one is the Thai chili corn dog. It's really good.
Why?
That sounds nasty. Why? Why?
I still put mustard on it and eat it.
Yeah, he sort of like looks down for a minute and says, "Well, I guess there's really like if you have to make like 7 different corn dogs, there's only like really so many ways to do it."
I suppose you went out of the common ones after the third time.
Yeah. I mean, this the corn dog. There's one that has some moonshine in it. I think that one's pretty good.
Is that safe for children?
No.
Yeah, I think the frying process actually boils the moonshine out of it, and you just kind of get left with the flavor of the mash.
Oh.
Delicious.
Anyway, you should also try like in the scavenger. Like I'm saying, you do the scavenger hunt. There's a Thanksgiving corn dog that has stuffing on the inside of the corn, and also some gravy to dip it in.
Is it a turkey dog?
That would be clever, wouldn't it? But no.
Oh, well.
I don't know why they didn't
course.
think of
That shit.
that. Yeah. So you get a Thai chili corn dog
With mustard on it.
with mustard on it.
Thank you, Ian, for this the worst thing I've heard today.
Mustard.
I mean, get
Oh yeah.
the spicy mustard. They have the spicy mustard.
God, you might as well, right?
Yeah.
It's the special spicy mustard for this Thai chili dog. Because of course.
It's just that hot mustard you get in little packets when you get Chinese food.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this-
Oh,
and I would
that's
say-
the good shit though.
I would say, Fran, this corn dog would probably smell and taste awful, except that you have no idea what a corn dog tastes like. So it seems.
Yeah, no, this is definitely one of the corn dogs of all time.
Yeah. It is hot
Um,
and it is ready.
Ready. Just like me. Anyway, so we're wandering. We continue to wander.
Okay, so do you consult your park map to see where you wander to?
Literally the
Yes.
entire time. I'm that person in the park, just
All right.
Looking over his shoulder.
All right,
to
kids,
smell
we've
it,
got like
occasionally smelling the scarf again.
we've got 30 minutes to get over to Billy Possum's free fall. Like, yeah.
Theo, do you usually ask for directions if you're lost? Just curious.
I mean, I typically just use my GPS, but I mean,
Oh, I forgot about that.
So there are a number. I would say that on the map there are a number of rides. the ones that kind of stand out to you is there's a roller coaster called Big Old Thunder Blast. There's some kind of a teacup ride, except it's moonshine jugs, of course. There's one of those cool observation towers you can go up in and see the whole park, and then there is a ride called Banjo Frog's Holiday Hoedown Splash, and other rides too.
Is there?
I only had so much time today to make up theme park rides. So.
Oh, sure, yeah, no.
Those are good theme park rides.
Is there something in this theme park that I'm thinking about? How in Disney World there's a little, and one of the parks there's a building that has the history of said park, and it shows old things of that park. Is there something like that in here, or is this not that classy of a place?
Observation tower.
Yeah. Actually, that would be in the observation tower. Something that has the history of the park.
I was right.
Interesting.
So
facts.
pointing to that, I go. It may be a little bit too obvious, but that seems like a good place to start looking for this coin.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I want to go on a ride. I mean, I think we should go there, but I want to go on a ride. And when we get to the very top, I want to jump and see where I land. It'd be really fun.
Do you remember the drawing attention bit that we mentioned earlier?
No.
Clearly.
Don't worry, I'm incognito.
I've got to learn about this incognito thing. I think I used to be able to do it, and I just...
Bless Fran's heart. She sure do try. I help Pearl up the... I'm sure there's a bajillion stairs up to the top of that lookout. Because why would there be an elevator?
Are you implying that this is not an ADA accessible park?
Yes, in fact I am.
I believe it, unfortunately.
So so next time, after you've ascended 40 flights of stairs, on the next episode we'll continue. Roll for steps. So do you go up the observation
I have
tower?
preternatural speed.
Drawing attention. Yeah.
Oh shit. No, I just don't slow down.
Okay, well, actually, I do want to ask, here's a legitimate question. How much attention are we actually drawing if everybody is in line for merch?
Not a lot. If
right,
you're heading back into the park, there's very few people here, except people buying, from what you can tell, buying stuff, buying food.
Right.
Not a lot of people.
Right, yeah,
there are people.
Yeah, still maybe don't jump off the top of a ride, but it seems like folks are distracted.
Well,
we also have to take into account that we are in a very public place that does likely have CCTV. So we don't want that officer or whatever he is coming back with evidence that we could be involved in anything.
Too true.
Yeah, although we could just cut him up 3 kinds of ways. I mean, I guess we should do that. All right.
So do we go to the observation tower?
We go up.
Huh?
Yes, we do. We go up. We are.
You go, you get in the elevator for the observation tower. Of course, there's some elevator music.
Of course.
It's a very kind of
It's the girl from Ipanema, but on the banjo.
Oh no, it's Rocky Top. It's Rocky Top.
Okay.
Which is my humming skills are not great. But yeah, so you go up the tower, and from the tower, what you can probably notice almost immediately once you kind of get out into the tower itself is the tower is a pretty wide thing, and it has a lot of kind of fun facts and little models of the park and things like that. But also you can notice from the tower almost immediately nobody's riding anything. These queues, for the amount of people that are here, these queues should be filled with people, and they are not. Everyone is very clearly just in line for stuff.
What would happen? I was just wondering what would happen if we put a message out that all the stuff was sold out. Like either it would start a riot, or maybe it would clear the park out and we could do a more thorough search.
I wonder how well we'd be able to disseminate that information, though, given that there's an entire set of park staff to contradict us. But spreading the word could absolutely incite some folks, at least for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I say we check some of the less populated areas first, and if we're having no luck and we need to get into those more populated areas, we'll see what we can do to clear it out a little bit.
All right. And now we are looking for a golden wooden coin.
Yes, it's
A wooden nickel with gold in it.
yes.
That's not a bad analogy for what it is, actually, from your description you were given.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you read any of these signs, or do you check any of this? Okay.
I am reading them.
Every single one.
Sure. I mean, it wouldn't take you that long. It's not like this is.
We will
Yeah,
only
the
ask
Guggenheim
you
here.
to parse the important information from these signs.
Oh, they are all deeply important.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
then.
of course. The first sign you see says that. Did you know that Tennessee Big Splash is the largest manufacturer of corn dogs in the state of Tennessee?
I suspected.
I can't believe they make them in-house.
Well, it's not all that difficult.
But
There's a
how
thing-
does one corn a dog? Those poor dogs.
Oh no, it's we'll come back to that.
It's not really a dog.
There's
Oh.
a sign.
And the corn is cornbread that is the dog is dipped into.
Wait, sorry. Back up a second. You were under the impression that this was dog meat covered in corn, and you already just ate one?
People eat dog all over the world. What's wrong with that?
Yes. Yes.
I can't really argue with that, but I'm just surprised is all.
I
I mean,
why
there are
would you
worse
call it a dog if it is not made of it's why do they call them hamburgers when they're not made of ham?
Oh,
Right.
that one I can answer. That one I can answer. The hot dog one, I got no idea.
it's not
So-
made of anything that we wouldn't want to eat, is it? Other than what it usually is made
It
of
is.
that we wouldn't want
It
to
is.
eat.
It is a corn dog.
Oh, okay.
I must
it's
say.
just a corn dog.
It's just the corn dog.
When you say
I'm almost
is
like
it
sweet
made out
Thai
of
chili
things you
sauce on
don't
it.
want to eat, and I just have to say, but it's a corn dog.
But it's corn dog.
Right,
It's a corn dog.
like
That's baseline.
there is hot dog in there.
Don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
Like, so, just to kind
It's
of
hot
give you a
dog with
sense of,
cornbread on a stick.
some of the other signs, there's like Yeehaw, Big Hole Thunder Blast is made out of wood that is sourced from old Tennessee mines, and like, nah, y'all, just kidding. It just looks like that, and it's like kind of just saying that it's you know, almost like some idiot trying to tell you that like they're historically, this is a historic item, but it's not. It just looks like one.
See, this is why humans don't understand history, because they make shit up and then they call it history, and then it's boring. God. Anyway, sorry.
There is a sign that says the most popular popcorn bucket ever made at Tennessee Big Splash was the St. Patrick's Day Holiday Hoedown popcorn bucket, which had real gold leaf popcorn in it.
I
There's
thought
a
we were
thing
looking
about-
for a nickel.
That's how.
Sounds
Isn't
expensive.
that how Diane de Poitiers died?
From eating gold.
Eating gold leaf.
It's not very healthy.
Well, there's plenty of food and drink that has gold leaf in it. You just shouldn't eat too much of it.
You probably shouldn't eat a whole popcorn bucket of it, yes.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But things were
But if you
different.
killed
in the
somebody, then you
70s.
really kill them.
Good news, I'm not alive.
Take a ride through the holidays. Banjo Frog's Holiday Hoedown Splash features all your favorite holidays: Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day,
Oh
St.
my
Patrick's
God.
Day.
All right. Let's go to that one.
We
The
can do that.
moonshine teacups spin at 30 rotations per second, which is much faster than the human mind can comprehend, even if you're on moonshine.
Yeah, if you're on moonshine, you can't comprehend quite so much. Um,
Just looking through each of these, it's like going into the more and more mundane facts as we go. Just got,
yeah, is there anything that
Many
mentions
people think.
wooden
Many
tokens?
people. No. Yeah,
Oh, damn.
well, I'm getting that. It's like many people believe
Oh.
that Banjo Frog is a copy of the famous Kermit the Frog, but that is not true. Banjo Frog was invented first. It's just science of that.
Banjo Frog
Lies.
is legally distinct.
Banjo Frog is, you just think.
Banjo Frog is a toad.
Oh, and actually plays the mandolin. He's just named Banjo Frog. His first name is Banjo.
you can't have a copyright on playing a banjo, damn it.
This,
You have to ask
Mr.
yourself
Frog
here.
was my
Yeah.
father.
You have to ask yourself right now if Ian is just mining clips for future promotional material. The answer
I believe
is
it.
maybe.
Yes,
Yes.
possibly.
Yeah,
Worth
and
it.
there is a sign that refers to the when the park first opened, there was a single token. Most of the tokens were wood, but this token was made with a bit of gold in it. Nobody knows whatever happened to it. Maybe you'll find it in your pot of gold.
Do we
Is
do
there
the
a
pot
picture
gold?
of
Damn it, we have to get the fucking
Yeah, there's a
holiday
picture of it.
popcorn.
All right. So looking at the picture of it, I just go, all right, well, that's what we're looking for.
We gotta get the goddamn holiday popcorn.
Well, the gold leaf popcorn was for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if they're still selling that, but they do have 7 different popcorn buckets that they're selling here. So
And the St. Patrick's Day popcorn bucket is not one of them, by the way. I would just
Oh.
say that if you look at the
Okay.
popcorn bucket stroll, one of them is like the Fossil Rex fudge bucket popcorn.
Oh,
There's like a
don't
moonshine
ever
jug.
say the phrase fudge bucket again, please.
Popcorn.
I think what I meant to say is that the
No,
fudge
you said it.
popcorn. I said it. The fudge bucket.
Oh no, God, that's a new slur right there. Oh,
I hope not.
despicable.
sure hope not.
But the St. Patrick's Day bucket is not one of the buckets on the stroll. I will say that.
Okay, well,
Oh.
Before you force me to
All right.
RP an entire popcorn bucket, scavenge
okay, great. Thank you for saving us from that.
Okay.
Why don't
All
we
right,
just
let's-
take somebody's bucket? They don't need it. I know it's going to draw attention to ourselves, but we can take
we're
the
gonna have
bucket
a
and go.
we're gonna have a sit down at some point about how to not draw attention in public if we're going to keep on doing these sorts of things.
We're talking about this on the elevator ride down
Sure,
because we can.
but
it.
Ty, what's up?
Out of character, Ian. The thing that I used last time, I don't know if the sheet that I'm using my laptop, not my computer, so I don't know if the sheet is that I'm using is updated. But the thing that I used last session that was like I found something. I think it was last session.
Okay.
What was that? Because it's not on my sheet, so I don't remember.
I wish I could help
Remember,
you because I wasn't here last time.
Hey, what's your
Was it like-
archetype again?
Mystic?
Is that one of the not core ones?
Yeah, it's not core.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking it up as we go.
Because I have the sheet pulled up, but I don't remember. It was one of my like things that I got from leveling up last time,
Oh.
but I don't
I might be able to find it.
Let's
remember.
see.
I feel like that's from the Tome of Mysteries, but I could be wrong.
Hold
Or
on.
is it maybe the expanded?
It's one of the expanded ones.
I'm opening up the. Yeah. Yeah, the ones in the ones in the Tome of
It was
Mysteries, the Gumshoe
scrying. It
Hex.
was
Terror
scrying.
Romantic.
Yeah, I just pulled it up and I was going to say that. Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that makes sense now. It is scrying. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Do the woo woo.
Yeah. So while they're riding this elevator wherever they're going, because I missed that part.
just back down.
We're just
Pearl.
going back
Oh,
down.
okay. Pearl. Let's say Pearl this whole time has just been very uh distracted. With this little like they have like a little crystal like ball that they like pulled out of their purse or something, or she pulled out of her purse, and she's just like been looking at it as like she's about like following y'all around, like not saying anything.
Yeah.
Um, so I would like to look for this coin
Okay.
using scrying and
Yes.
that's plus. Is it something on top of the dice? Like I forget, sorry.
I think it's weird.
So
isn't
you
it?
roll 2d6, and then it should say on your scry.
Yeah, 2d6 plus weird.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Just yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
a 10 plus, you know exactly what the target, where the target is, and how to get it. 7 to 9, you know about where the target is, but it's tricky. On a miss, you learn the target's location, but something else happens.
Okay, so that's an 8. Yeah, I can count.
Hell yeah.
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 So that was you know about where the target is, but reaching it will be tricky.
Okay.
About where is the target?
About where is the target? You're getting pretty strong vibes from Banjo Frog's Holiday Hoedown Splash.
Hmm.
Yes.
So when they get
Alright.
down from the elevator, and then they get off of the elevator, Pearl just starts walking in that direction without saying anything, just like staring
Yeah.
down at this little crystal ball in her hand, just like.
Oh, okay. Well, follow her.
I guess it's time for a ride.
Boat ride.
Yes.
I get to use my poncho. I put on my poncho and my galoshes.
Yeah, you approach the Holiday Hoedown Splash, and it's I just want to say Holiday Hoedown Splash as many times as I can tonight. And so you get this you go up to it, and it says, you know, you get one of those Banjo Frog's Holiday Hoedown Splash is a high speed, slow moving. Shut up, Ian.
No, keep going.
No, it's exactly what it says. It's exactly what it says.
Actually, honestly, I love that.
A high-speed,
Like,
slow-moving boat
the
journey.
announcer just like loses all, like in the recording they had to keep it. The guy reading it just lost all will to live partway through the announcement. It's just like, it's a high speed, slow moving. Fuck my life, God.
That doesn't work. How can that be?
Shut the hell up. Oh my
No,
God.
so it's like it's a slow moving boat journey through all of the holidays with a high speed finish and a 40-foot plunge. You may get wet.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
You've got a magical raincoat. It's blue
GM,
and matches your eyes.
GM, I, the player, put something together, but I feel like my character should roll to see if he put it together.
Okay.
All right.
Fran knows very
I'm
few lewd jokes, but she does know one.
I'm guessing sharp. That is
Roll
a
your
10.
chutzpah.
That is a 10 on a sharp roll. Is it safe to assume that, based off what we read in the observation tower and based on the holiday ride, there's a solid chance that this token is in the St. Patrick's Day part of the ride, such as the pot of gold?
That's not. Considering you also had somebody scry that says that it's on this ride. That is not an
Right, it's on this ride. Yeah, it's on. I know it's on this ride, but but I'm thinking because I was thinking the hard to get to part, but Theo doesn't know that. It's like, oh, it may
I
show
was
up in your pot of
imagining
gold.
a brass ring situation.
Yeah, there's.
I'm thinking, it's a pot of it may show up in your pot of gold. It said, and this is the holiday ride of all the holidays, including St. Patrick's Day.
All right, let's do this.
If
we gotta watch for
if
a
you were
rainbow.
looking for a pot of gold on a holiday ride, you wouldn't be looking at Valentine's Day. So that's perfectly reasonable.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Theo will as we stop and they look at all the holiday things that it says for the ride, I just go, oh, pot of gold. That's right.
St. Patrick's Day was that popular bucket.
They might object to us getting off the ride in the middle of the ride, so we will have to make that quick.
So, there's no line for the ride. Do you just get on the ride, or you
we
take
get
a
on the
different
ride.
approach? Okay.
Yeah, we get on the ride.
I'm so
At minimum, we should
excited.
get on the ride at least once to see where it is before we
Fran
try to do
does
anything else.
Pause to make sure that she's tall enough to get on.
I think
yeah,
you're good, dear.
She
Sure.
towers over and it comes up to like her waist. She just goes, good.
Yeah, you are at least the height of Fossil Rex, the Tyrannosaurus. You would have to be.
Steal that.
You would have to be shorter. You would actually have to be shorter than Billy Armadillo to not ride the ride. So you're good.
Oh.
That is the
I
scale that
gotta-
they
I gotta-
use for the heights.
Yes.
Yeah, you are actually
Billy
probably
Armadillo.
almost too big for the ride, but they're not gonna stop you.
I'll slouch.
Yeah.
But yeah, who's
So you
gonna
get-
stop me? The teenager making $7.25 an hour? No.
Look, boat rides. A lot of boat rides will have the boats that can hold a wheelchair in it as well. That can obviously support whatever the hell Fran's made out of.
Flesh, probably.
Yes.
Probably.
So you get on the ride, and
Copper wiring.
there's this is old school. There's no lap bars. Lap bars and water
Oh.
rides are for the weak.
No lap bars. So we can stand up.
You could.
Yeah.
Say that, yes.
That's
This is like
that.
that. I'm reminded of the that really dangerous theme park in New Jersey that killed a fuck ton of people. I can't think of what it was called. Anyway.
I cannot think of what that's called.
I know the park you talk about that had the water slide
Yeah.
with the loop, and people would get stuck in the loop. Anyway,
Yep.
that's not
Yep.
important right now. What's important is the dangers facing you.
Yes.
So you sit down on the ride. A disinterested teenager gives the thumb up, and they push the button, and off the boat goes. You're kind of going through like a tunnel with a bunch of animals with instruments playing Rocky Top, because that's what we do. And then you hear, "Oh, this is Bubba Bear. Keep your arms, hands, legs, and feet in the ride at old times. Wouldn't want you to die." And then the boat continues into what appears to be a Valentine's Day spread with whatever, I don't know. Petunia Toad is actually the star of Valentine's Day.
There's not a
professor.
legally distinct Piggy.
No, Petunia Toad. She's married to Banjo Frog.
Toad.
Banjo Frog.
Yes. Mr. Banjo Frog.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make the thought that came into my head. But
Uh-oh.
so
Fran does the yawn and stretch and puts her arm around Asima's shoulders.
and then you go past
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving, which is hosted by Fossil Rex. Fossil Rex is the closest thing I think they have to a turkey. And you know,
They just couldn't have wild turkey. Just
No.
lots of waterfalls of
Copyright.
gravy coming over mashed potato mountain. You
Ugh.
go by Christmas, and Billy Armadillo.
I hate that they're out of order.
Billy Armadillo is gonna fall off the tree because his animatronics trying to put the popcorn garland on there. And
Are we the only ones on this ride?
Billy Possum is trying to put a corn dog on the tree. That wacky boy.
Asma wants just like nobody's there. It's not trying to hide.
Reach
at this
out
point.
and touch it.
Just like zaps it and tries to set something on fire. Just
God damn it! I love it. Do it.
Just like
That's not
huh?
Pearl.
You're
As
trying.
she does that, Pearl is just
You're really trying to set something on fire.
We get.
I'm asking if you're really doing that. That's important.
Oh boy, this is the DM asking. Are you sure?
Several times.
No, but she's talking about it, and like
She's reaching out.
yeah, like
I like to imagine Pearl just reaches over and just like slaps her hand as she reaches out.
Yeah.
It's the walkie stick knocking the
Yep.
wrapping her knuckles each time.
with the stick.
Yeah, if you hear if you kind of reach outside the ride will you'll do that, but the ride will stop for a second, like, ma'am, please keep your arms, hands, feet, and leg inside the boat at all times. Thank you. And then the boat
Sorry, I'm
starts to
very
move again.
tall.
Asma's looking around and she's like,
See, that's what's going to make it difficult to get the token out of the thing.
"What? Setting it
What?
on fire?"
Well, that would obviously make everything difficult in the entire park for the entire day. But mostly, I mean, the fact that somebody is still monitoring the ride and sees when we even reach an arm out of here, much less jump out of the boat.
So
Okay, I'm trying really hard. Y'all understand that? I'm really trying.
Yes.
I
the boat
believe you.
the boat continues, and you do go down a 40-foot plunge into darkness.
Did we not
everybody
see
takes-
St. Patrick's Day in there?
Well, hold on.
Okay, I thought that was at the end.
Everybody takes eight harm. Is anybody dead? No, I'm kidding.
Actually,
no.
I'm still good. I've got
Yeah.
10. I've got 10 health. I can take 10 harm.
You get around to after the plunge. You level out, and you come into a room that appears to be a rainbow going to a pot of gold. There's Banjo Frog. He's singing something about, like, why aren't there any songs about St. Patrick's Day? Why are they all about Christmas? And no one is being sued. But and he's just banjoing away up there near this pot of gold.
All right.
Looking around
We're
for
on
the
the lookout.
pot of, yeah. So you said banjoing near the pot of gold. How far is that pot of gold from the boat?
It's not far from the boat. I mean, if you were bold, you could jump out of the boat and get up there.
Oh, there she goes.
And if we weren't bold for some reason, how easy would it be to reach the pot of gold?
You probably could not reach into the pot of gold without getting out of the boat.
Gotcha.
Whoever designed this ride was smart enough to not just have things that people could just easily grab from the boat.
Gotcha.
Let me just
I'm-
fly over there.
I'm actually I'm gonna hands on the shoulder for a second. Go. Different idea.
You are running out of time to jump out of the boat.
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
because it's not like the boat stops.
Jump.
Well, actually, I say different idea. Usually, if a ride breaks down, they have to evacuate people.
Oh,
that
and I
is so
yawn and I stick
smart.
my arm outside of the boat.
GM, is this
Yawning and stretching.
well? GM, really quick question: is this ride? Is this boat like Is it just a free floating boat, or is it like guided on like
On a
on a track within the water?
It's sort of a combination. So it is a free floating boat, but then it's stuck in this track, so it can't just like float off down the river. And then of course you notice that they were able to stop it, so there's clearly a way to. So there's probably some kind of a track.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna say,
I am
what if
continuing to yawn and stretch to keep keep an arm out of the boat. Hopefully, I'm waiting for that annoyed teenager. To be like,
So
ma'am, please put your arm back in the boat.
What I'm gonna say really quietly to Asma is, Asma, do you think that you could muck up the guidance on this ride, not in a destroy the whole parkway, but enough that they would have to evacuate the ride?
Oh, I could do that.
I think there's a track under the boat.
Yeah. And as she's like heading over to go do that, she's like, "That subtlety is not a thing I do." And looks over at Theo and it's just like, "Here I go." And just have her hatchet, her axe.
Oh my god.
Then they let you into the park with.
Well,
This
it looked
that's
like a
watching
gun,
this
so
happen.
they were like, okay. And like brings it down to like break the chain or whatever that holds the little boat cars together. And just like, reaches down and then like leans over even more, and then apparently I put a dent in the floor last time I did this, so I won't do it again. And just goes like that and breaks it. Like,
Okay.
Funk.
Give me a roll, because I think this
Okay.
could be something that could have consequences.
oh, of course. What am I rolling?
I guess.
Would that be? I would think either kick some ass or act under pressure.
Yeah. What do you think? You want it to be kick-ass or act under pressure? Kick-ass would not be as subtle.
Let's see.
I don't know if Asuma knows the definition.
Asa
Yeah,
does not
you
know the definition.
Don't know this. So in theory, you could be told, break the ride. And you're like, oh, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying my best not to break the ride as much as I would like to.
Oh my
Be all like
Wait.
be engulfed in a fiery.
Wait, I can
Huh?
stay in here when they evacuate because I can. Because I have my hide in plain sight as a statue.
Oh yes.
And I brought my galoshes.
I
But
do
you still
need.
have to
I do need a
move.
decision. I'm going to give you another 5 seconds to make a decision.
Oh,
because
act
with the
under
boat-
pressure.
Okay.
He's trying really hard to
There
do
you
this
go.
very subtly. Okay, and that is. I keep trying to fail my roll. It's an 8.
An 8. Okay.
An 8.
He is. I believe that is a success with a cost.
Yeah.
Or is 8? Am I forgetting 8 is the threshold?
No, it's 10 plus.
7.
So 7 and 9 is success with a cost.
Okay. Easy one here. You break the ride.
Uh-huh.
The cost is you really broke the ride.
Oh fuck.
Is there's kind of some sparks. The boat makes a horrifying groaning noise. You hear over the speaker like, oh.
I think we're stuck
Please remain
here. What
seated.
happened?
Please remain seated. We're gonna come get you.
No. It's okay. We don't. That's fine. We don't.
Thank you.
The lights come up. The animatronics stop moving. What do you do?
Ran.
I'm
I
gonna
would like to-
I'm gonna wait. But yeah.
I would like to
Man.
sneak out of the boat into the water, into the by the animatronics, and stand very still behind one of the animatronics.
Okay. So yeah, eventually
Because-
the bored teenager comes by. He's looking at the boat like, oh, it's like, yeah. All right, folks. If you need a hand out of the boat, you're going to exit to your right, and we're going to take you out that door right over there. And, now the lights are on, you can see there's an exit door over there behind Banjo Frog.
Thank you. Yes, and I'll step out and I'll extend like a hand to Asuma and a hand to Pearl, specifically like seeing that Fran is doing like doing the locked up thing. So just make it look like, oh yes, it's only these two people I'm helping out of this boat.
And he's just like looking around like, I'd offer y'all like a free ride again, but this looks like it's absolutely shitted up. So,
What do you think happened?
y'all want like a corn dog or something? I could probably get you.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
I would like a bucket of popcorn with the pretty St. Patrick's bucket.
I don't even know. I don't think they made those since the 70s. Anyway, let's
corn
get
dogs
you
wonderful.
out,
Thank you.
Like that's a safety.
Yes. Thank you. Come, friends.
All right.
And so
And we will
with that,
we will walk away to let Fran be secluded.
Yeah, he kind of looks around for a second. He thought there was another person on the ride, but he actually does not give a fuck. So he moves on and escorts you around
All
the ride.
$7.25 an hour of that he's getting paid is not enough to give a
They
fuck.
did not give him the give a shit bonus. So he's like, whatever. The ride's broke. If they die, they die. So yeah, he wanders off, and yeah, Fran, you are now alone on an animatronic ride with the lights on.
Finally, I am here with my people. Zeep Zorp. All right, let's go over to the bucket.
Time to free Banjo Frog from his bonds.
Come with me, Banjo Frog, where we can be free together.
So what do you do then?
I'm going over to the bucket. I'm gonna look into it. Is it especially high for me?
No, you can look into the bucket. It's not a tall bucket. It's the bucket that you would expect for a leprechaun.
Yeah. I bonked my head on the plastic rainbow as I looked it out.
In the bucket, there are a large number of plastic gold coins, but you think you see a small piece of wood with a shiny piece of gold in the middle of it.
I'm reaching for it. I'm gonna start digging for it.
Okay. Yeah. You get it out, and you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Is it a leprechaun?
No.
Is it Banjo Frog?
It is Banjo
Oh
Frog.
my god. Shit! It's Banjo Frog! Asuma!
You gotta
We're not in there anymore.
Yeah.
I have to take all the gold, Mr. Frog?
It's my gold.
But this is wood.
It's my gold.
Okay, well... I didn't say I was bringing my sword with me. Would it be ridiculous to have plot convenient sword? No, you know what? I don't need that. I've got my fucking electricity. I'm gonna overpower this guy.
I thought we all had our weapons with us.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not only your weapons
we're standing in water and I run on electricity.
Yeah. And so does
you are
this
well
guy. So
grounded.
yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. So I'm
So
gonna put this.
are you attacking Banjo Frog?
Well, first I'm gonna put this in my galoshes, which are rubber. First, it's a little pocket in my galoshes, which are rubber, because that's wood coin.
When you
I
do
don't
that,
want to burn it.
when you do that, Banjo Frog is definitely menacing with his banjo at you, like he's starting to raise it.
And
up.
now I'm going to attack
He
him.
gonna hit you. Banjo
we
Frog gonna wallop
we
you.
gonna fight. We gonna fight.
All right. Throw down with Banjo Frog. What do you do?
Absolutely. Kicking some ass. Come on, baby. Whoop, hold on. Shit, that fell on the floor. God damn it. Just get another D6. It fell on the floor again. It was tiny. Hell. Shit. I'm sorry, I didn't plan on this. I didn't plan on these dice falling. Okay. 7, 10. No, 9. I know how to do math.
Okay, so what does that do at 9?
Well, that
is it anything
is
special?
a...
Is it just an electricity attack, or is this a regular
I'm
attack?
I'm attacking with my energy pulse. 1 harm, close area, animating force. That is my electricity. That's the wrong book. So I do my 1
yeah, that's
harm.
enough. That's enough information that we will give Banjo Frog the harm shorted out, and yeah, you light up Banjo Frog. Banjo Frog flies a little bit away from you because you just lit him up, and gets back up, but is like gold songs about St. Patrick's Day, and is like, he's messed up, but he's still up.
Hey, let's do this again, baby. I'm sure. I think I will also take harm because that's how this game works. But that's fine.
Yeah, from close range, he will wallops you once with his banjo.
He walloped me as I came in at him, and I'm gonna come at him again.
Are you attacking him from range, or are you just like
frog?
Okay.
That is another 9.
Okay.
So we're just beating each other up. Like, I'm just slapping him with his electricity as he's like hitting me with his banjo.
Yeah, Banjo Frog swings his banjo again, which is actually, it's not a real banjo. You would not believe this. It's not a real banjo. It is a solid piece of wood. And
God.
Yeah, so you've taken you take 2 harm.
Oh.
2 harm total.
Oh, total. Okay.
But I'll say that you that's enough to, I think, defeat Banjo Frog. For Banjo Frog is a small animatronic.
I'm running for the exit because now I know that Billy Armadillo is probably the next to animate.
I was just going to say, you definitely hear the sounds of whirring animatronics, and one particularly loud one.
Mm-hmm. Running for that exit.
Okay. Yeah, since you've defeated Banjo Frog, you come out of the exit. This guy's he's on some kind of an app trying to get corn dog vouchers for Pearl, Asima, and Theo, and he's like, Who, what are you?
I immediately stand still again.
Huh.
Sorry, what?
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. I thought, oh my Lord in heaven, what is that? And that is when the wall breaks open, and what appears to be Fossil Rex comes out of the...
Oh my God! Get him out!
You might want to go get a manager, kid.
Go get a manager.
I bet that he's like, the ride is real broke.
Yep. Go get a manager.
I'm going home. He just leaves.
Yeah, that's good. That sounds like a good plan.
Hey, Billy Armadillo's the big one.
That one looks really big.
Fossil Rex is the big one. This is I
thought Billy Armadillo was bigger.
This is probably like a full-size Tyrannosaurus in a cowboy hat.
Oh, it's full size. Oh.
Ooh.
Do you know how big that is? Like, that's bigger than you probably think.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, folks. Are
Very
we gonna run, or are we gonna do something about this here?
Well, I think it is not the time to be subtle.
Yeah, I think you should light it on fire.
I sure do want to. You know I do.
Give it a go. Why not?
Pearl, I think it is great if you help get people away. If you need to do that.
Look
or you
around
can
at
be
people.
here and we can kick some ass.
I mean, I don't.
Of all the patrons that are over here.
I can go to the front of the park and get people out if you really need me to.
You were
But I think we are good in the surrounding area.
I think we're fine. Let's
Okay. Yes.
maybe we
Great.
should
Are y'all running or fighting?
I'm fighting.
We're fighting.
I'm setting it on fire. Yep.
Gonna light this motherfucker up.
All right, who's firing the
my
shot?
red right hand. I went
I
to
think
my
Osmo
red
is lighting
right
on fire
hand.
first.
Fossil Rex is at range from you, but will close very quickly, being a cowboy Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I'm holding until he closes.
So I'm gonna throw a fireball from the red right hand, which does magic damage. So I forget what am I rolling now?
I think that's under weird, or it doesn't specify. So there's different ways you can do it.
Oh, it's 3 harm hand magic, but I think I'm really using it to kick some ass, and so it's either tough or weird. I'm gonna do tough.
Generally tough is, yeah.
And my dice, I know, are gonna fall on the floor, so let me just do this. Ah! All right. That is a 6.
Oop.
Yeah, that's a failure.
You gonna use some luck? Or do you want the because you still get the XP.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
As your keeper, I have to encourage you to use that luck. So I'm
going. Yes. All right. So it's like the same thing that happened the last time I tried to use the red right hand, and it's like I'm like, fucking Iblis! I knew I never should have trusted that motherfucker. And I'm like, hey girl, look, I know I keep messing up, but I'm trying to do good here. I'm trying to save the day. Could you just kind of give me another jump start, please?
Okay. Yeah. So a luck roll will convert that just immediately to a 10. So
12.
You'll succeed. 12. Okay, 12. So
yep.
You can bump up the harm to 4.
Okay.
Which is that's enough to destroy an animatronic dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's fortunate because I was about to say that normally Tyrannosauruses don't have ranged attacks, but this is a cowboy dinosaur, so he would pull out his little 6-shooters from his tiny
his holster that he wears up way too high.
Yeah, to wear his holster around his neck to get the. But then now there's the flaming T-Rex running off. But I will say that there are more animatronics coming.
Cool. I would like to do something. If everybody's okay with it, I want to use one of my moves. Mm-hmm. This is a dangerous situation. I'd say this is a pretty showy entrance, so I'm gonna roll for the big entrance. And honestly, this is one of those things where if I succeed or fail, it kind of works out to my advantage.
Yes.
In terms of what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
All right. So that is also a 6. That's including like the one forward. So I'll take the experience. I'm gonna be like talking, and the failure means that instead of everybody just stopping and watching, I'm marked as the biggest threat to all the enemies. None of these other 3. Me. So
Okay.
take the heat off of you three for a bit to do whatever you want to do. They're all going to be looking at me. As I just look at them and just go, you Disneyland Country Bear reject motherfuckers don't know who you are dealing with, as I just pop the sword straight.
I'm like, I wonder who he kisses with that mouth.
Yeah, and Bubba Bear definitely
Fran
takes
has some
notice
ideas.
and just he has.
Come on, Country Bear, let's have a jamboree.
I love you all so much. Thank you for helping my dreams come true. So
legally distinct jamboree.
legally distinct. This is a hillbilly carnivore, whatever. Anyway, yeah, the animatronics are coming at you. There are probably at least 20 of them, of various hillbilly cowboy animals.
Yep, and they're all gunning for me. So, Fran, Asima, Pearl, you've got some freedom of movement and action because they're not looking at you.
So I think we have to get to a point here where we want to make a decision about: do we run or are we standing our ground against rogue animatronics?
I'm gonna stand my ground.
I'm prepared to stand my ground. Pearl, do you want to do something cool? Because I know we're on limited time here for you.
All Pearl is concerned about is making sure there is no video evidence that we were in this park today, because it looks like something's gonna happen in this park that will be on the news.
You know what, Pearl?
I don't know. I don't feel as
I will reach into my galoshes, get the little pocket, and I'm gonna hand the token to you.
Okay.
Your handbag seems very safe.
I mean, it's with me at all times, so sure. And like she'll take it.
Good, because I'm about to go lights.
Well, can you also line up the security systems? We need to make sure that.
Yes.
That's a good thought.
Mm-hmm.
I will go do that.
We should probably do that kind of quick because I'll just point at the flood of animatronics.
They're coming, yeah. So whatever
Right,
somebody's
that'll
gonna do
that'll
it.
be my move this round. Yep.
So you have an area attack if you're using the electricity, right?
Yes, it is an area attack.
And this is
So
particularly.
just step in front of us.
I think this is particularly effective against robot
I'm just gonna
animals.
aim at the. I'm gonna hopefully, like, my goal is with doing that to get the cameras, along with maybe a couple of the animatronics.
Just EMP the whole area.
Yeah, pretty much. Hope no one has a pacemaker.
Pearl's good on that front.
Good.
She's spry.
Do you still want me to roll tough for this, or do you think this would be an act under pressure?
I like it as a tough.
Okay.
With the idea, this depends how you do it. But if you were just unleashing like the equivalent of an EMP pulse,
Yeah.
we could just consequence this. Because in my mind, you will solve this problem very immediately, but it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, and I'm willing to take that.
Okay.
Ooh. Eight. Oof.
Okay. So
Consequence anyway.
Yeah, the consequence will be. I think the consequence in this will be you'll take 2 harm from the action,
Yes.
but also one of your pals will take a harm.
I'll take it.
Okay.
The hero.
The
So
hero.
Theo, you will get zapped for a harm, and you will take the harm. It will be called brain fry. So, if you want to do any investigations later, you're gonna have a real hard time with it.
Later in this game as a whole, or later in this session?
Later in this session. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, all the animatronics drop because they are in various states of on fire or lit up.
Go.
Fran has taken about, I think, 4 harm at this point, so you're pretty beat up.
Yes. I am looking. I'm still under half because as the constructed, I have 10 harm boxes and I do not become unstable, but yeah, there's like some of the stitching has started to smolder and smoke. So like one of her wrists isn't articulated correctly anymore because it's melted together.
Now I will. As you do this, I will announce the new problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is that a large number of people seem to be flowing back to the park. Like they're looking for something. And the murmurings is like, hey, I heard somebody found the token back here. Well, it's mine. They can't have it. I'm going to take it.
Asuma, can you summon your carpet?
Asuma, fly her out.
Yeah, I mean, I probably have to use magic to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I'll summon the carpet. I could fly you. I also have to roll weird. Either way.
Asuma, what if you fly Pearl out, and then Fran, you and I can just make a break for it?
We can do that.
We can try.
Does that work for you, Pearl?
I am very fast.
Yes, but I am concerned with Fran's health situation here.
I can handle her.
I will be okay when we get back to the shop.
I will take care of you when we get back.
Very fast.
We'll just get out the power
I
tools.
will be
It'll
okay.
be fun.
All right.
Yeah.
We gotta plug me in. I gotta recharge.
Have you tried turning Fran off and turning them back on again?
Oh,
I keep trying.
Yeah, no, that's a softball. Do not hit the softball. Thank you.
All right. So as for flying, I rolled 7, and that means
plus you're weird.
that is
Or
with
that
my
total?
weird. Yeah, let's total.
Hey, well, it's above a 6.
It is. It is. I'm trying to find the move. Why did I not put it on my character sheet?
Oh, hold on. I think you put it in the.
I did put it in the chat though.
You put it in the chat. Let's see here. That's the freakish. Didn't you?
I'm not sure.
Angel wings. You can go instantly to anywhere you visited before or to a person you know well. You can carry 1 or 2 people with you, but you will need to roll plus weird. On a 7 to 9, you don't quite manage it. Either you leave a passenger behind or you all appear in the wrong place.
Yeah. So I
Wrong
guess,
place sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay.
You end up back at that goddamn chocolate shop.
I was going to say the diner with the syrup, but yeah, either way.
Oh my god. No. The police station.
Don't stop saying ideas.
I'm sorry. Shut up, Caroline.
I like the police station. Thank you.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't have time for plot. I don't have time for extended plot. I gotta go.
We don't have
Yeah,
time for extended
so
plot. Make the roll.
Hey.
We can. Oh, this is good. We can cliffhanger this. I love it. So
Oh god.
Pearl and Asuma disappear. That almost immediately, the crowd kind of like stops caring. They just. What happened to the ride? So Francine and Theo are free to perhaps
Get out.
move on.
Yeah, and to say what happened to Magic, it broke, and I just like put Fran's like arm over my shoulder and said, "Come on, girls, get the hell out of here."
She actually is still. She is tired. She's like, the stitches are somewhat melted or frayed, but she's still like her legs. She's not slowed down at all.
Theo does not understand that until we start moving, and then she's like, "Oh, okay, oh, okay."
Yeah, and you feel me pulling you along.
Yeah. Oh, well, all right then.
At a preternatural walking speed. Here we go.
And so, basically, you make it out. You could just go right through the crowd, essentially. Nothing unusual. Like, they might just assume Francine was injured on whatever horrific ride accident just happened.
Mm-hmm.
But let's... Asima and Pearl, you appear in a jail cell. And in the corner of the jail cell is an unconscious Sirena.
Oh my god.
And then you see the cop from earlier. And he just says something to the effect of, change the music. Well, y'all make it easier when you just go right into the cell. And that is where we will end for now.
Oh,
Perfect.
no!
Honestly, perfect. No notes.
You split the party accidentally, but
Yes. Oh
Yes.
no!
God damn it.
So
I'm so pissed.
I want
Flawless.
I want to thank everybody who's watching. Presuming people are still watching, I hope so. I want to thank my cast for indulging me in a theme park nightmare. I've been wanting to do that for like 1,000 years now. Because I am a normal human that humans live like 2,000 years, 3,000, right? So,
Something. Yeah.
anyway,
Couple of days.
we will see you all in 2 weeks when we pick right back up from this cliffhanger.
Oh my gosh.
So stay
Yay! Alright! Woo! We love you all. Bye.
See you later.